Hi, welcome back to our Wednesday Bible study. My name is Glenn Marker. I'm the pastor of Bridgeport Community Church in Bridgeport, Nebraska. Today I'd like to take a look at a passage of scripture from the Old Testament book of Job. Job 19:25, Job writes, "For I know that my Redeemer lives, and he shall at last stand on the earth." Job's comfort and our comfort lies in the word my Redeemer, and the fact that our Redeemer lives. We need to get a hold of the reality of Christ. It's the money that we have that buys what we need, right? If we have money, but we can't buy what we need, money is of no use to us. So if there's a Redeemer out there who doesn't redeem us, then that Redeemer means nothing to us. And we shouldn't be content until by our faith we can say, I know that my Redeemer lives. It may be that you have small faith and you think it's presumptuous to say, my Redeemer lives. But remember that if you have faith, Jesus says, as small as a mustard seed, that little faith entitles you to say that. But there's also another phrase in there that expresses Job's confidence, right? He says, I know my Redeemer lives. If we say, I hope, or I trust, or I think, and that's comfortable for us, and there's a lot of people who don't ever go any farther than that. But we need to get to a place where we can say, I know my Redeemer lives. Charles Spurgeon once wrote that ifs, buts, and perhapses are sure murderers of peace and comfort. And if we have any suspicion that Christ is not ours, Spurgeon writes that then there is vinegar mingled with the gall of death. But if we know that Jesus lives and that he is our Redeemer, then all we have, or we should have really, right, is peace and comfort. And if Job, long before Christ ever came on the earth, could say, I know that my Redeemer lives, then we should speak just as boldly that we have a Redeemer and that he is truly our Redeemer and that he lives. Well, I thank you for joining me this week. I thank you for joining me every week. I appreciate the support, and I pray that you guys have a great week, and God bless.